tell us a little bit about Live Like Rue as the foundation. What's going on?
Yeah, so since 2016, we've given away $2 million in grants. Again, it's not always about the
That's a lot
money,
of
but I
kibble.
love, yeah, I love that number. I think it says a lot about our donors and the people that support us. We can't do this without them. We're not like a rescue where we have adoption fees coming in. All the money that's coming in is donations, and we so appreciate that. I can't say how much we appreciate that. It's remarkable. We also send cancer care packages. So
Yeah.
somebody that is going through one of the worst times in their lives, we always say these packages are for the humans as much as they are for the animals. But in the package, and I have a care package director, she's staff, she's in charge of these, she loves it. She pairs the blanket with the animal, so if we have a certain breed and we have that fleece blanket in a certain breed, she
Oh,
pairs them up.
nice.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What are some of the other things in this
Yeah,
care
so
package?
it comes with a blanket. Rue had a blanket that I still have, and everybody that gets those blankets cherishes them after the animal passes. Sometimes they bury half with the animal, and then they will take the other half. Really important tennis balls he loved, treats, toys, and then we always do a McDonald's gift card so that they
Oh,
can get an ice cream cone or a
yeah.
burger. Near the end, unfortunately, Rue, the only thing what he would eat is like a vanilla ice cream cone. So we every year have a worldwide ice cream social in his
Oh,
honor,
nice.
which is basically anybody can participate, and all we ask is
When
for
is
a
that
photo.
normally held?
It's
When is
actually
that?
June 3rd this year, so we're gonna have missed it at this point. But next year, I'll be sure your listeners know about it. Just follow our
Yeah.
pages for that. It's something easy to do with your animal. There's dog ice cream, so I don't want to hear about how you shouldn't feed your animal this or that. Just there's things made especially for your animals.
That's
But
right.
yeah,
That's
he
right.
yeah. So the care
And
packages,
you
we've
also,
sent 5,000 of the care packages already, which is pretty remarkable too. When you think about shipping and tying handmade blankets, it's really great.
people want to help. I know getting a diagnosis hits you in the gut, but there's other people maybe who've had a pet, survived cancer, or cancer hits us all directly or indirectly. So, what's the best way people can reach out to you and your group, and how can people help? Because we are so lucky to have four leggers, three leggers in our life.
Yeah, so if you go to livelikeru.org, there's actually an About Us section with frequently asked questions. So there's ways to tie blankets. There's actually a website that we have where we match people that want to volunteer with a way to get blankets. Usually it's me, to be honest with you. I'm very much still involved with the organization, like it's my baby. So if you send us an email through the website, it goes to me. So if you have an idea of how you want to help, obviously, we always need dog toys and treats for our care packages. Our address is right on our website, so you can send, if you had a dog that passed away, we like new toys to go in the care packages. We want to make sure everything is clean
Right.
going out. But honestly, anything that you can think of to help us is really, really appreciated. And people have blanket tying parties all the time. The biggest thing is just getting them to us. So a lot of the people are local because the blankets are heavy and it gets you the material. But
Yeah.
donating a toy or even being a monthly donor goes so far. $10 from a person for the
That's
entire
nice.
year, it adds up, believe me, and it keeps us
A-
afloat. So I
And
appreciate it.
I think the last number I saw on Facebook for Live Like Rue, 42,000 followers. We're going to pump that up a little bit, hopefully from this episode to get more people involved. Cancer sucks. Can we just say that, Sarah? And
Yeah,
it isn't discriminate. So
no, it's so
what's your
hard.
take home message to people about our beloved pets and cancer? I know there's been some advances in medicine and treatments. You're in the trenches of this. So can you give us a perspective?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is like you're not alone. And I think that the first place people go is just devastation. And there are options, even if we can't help you, we have other people that can possibly help you. And I think that, even if you find a mass on your pet, it's like, okay, is this mast cell tumor? It's the worst
Yeah.
feeling, right?
Yeah.
So just come to us and know that there's people that have been through every single kind of cancer and every single diagnosis. And I go to them. I mean, I say to people that ask me questions, a lot of people ask me, how do I know when it's time time. I have a place for people to go, and I hate to say it, but you just know. But there are other, quality of life scale. I have a ton of podcasts. I have a ton of literature on that. But it's one question that people ask me a lot, unfortunately. But our support group on Facebook and just our entire staff, I feel so lucky to have these people and have this amazing support group across the board. I think that's the thing, is don't give up and don't be hopeless. We had a person that we helped. Fortunately, she lost her dog, but she said it the best I could ever say it. And she just said, you guys provide hope. And when you're hopeless, if you just have that one little inkling of hope, it helps you get through it.
Wow. Now you have some four-leggers of your own. What I think I don't know if that's the same ones, but a couple of them have a pretty cool name. So what are your dogs' names?
Yeah, so I'm Steve. So I know everybody loves the human names. You were talking about Kevin, I think, before we started. So Steve, he's really my husband's dog, but he's a rescue from One Tail at a Time. And then we take in a lot of the broken dogs. So we have a 15-year-old 3-pound Chihuahua now who's older. His name is Mac. And then we have Herman, who's from Young at Heart Rescue. Unfortunately, he's hospice. He's got a heart double the size and a hernia. And that's what we have right now. We've lost a few recently. I took in a dog with cancer, Duchess, who, they all break your heart, but she really broke my heart. She was only 10, and, the masses just kept popping up because she was never spayed, unfortunately. And she had one in her armpit that we couldn't operate on because the cancer was all over her body. But she left us, and it was so hard. It's really, really hard because we take them in and we only have them usually for less than a year. And so, that hospice
takes a special fortitude, I think. It's like sort of like folks that volunteer to help at hospice or be a hospice nurse. In many ways, this is a skill set you all are doing as volunteers. You have a tough job, but I got to tell you, there's a lot of dogs in heaven right now kind of looking down saying, bravo, bravo.
I hope so.
Sarah, what do you think?
Yeah, that's what makes me feel better too. And I always say that it's funny that you say that, because people will say, we'll put a post about a dog passing away that a lot of people have followed, maybe was in a shelter. And so I always say, they're up there with Rue having ice cream now, and it just makes everybody feel better. It's like you envision that, and you know that's what's happening up there. It's great.
So what's something later in the year you're hoping to do that we can get people involved in?
Yeah, so every year we have a holiday show around the holidays. So if you're a performer, and it doesn't matter what you do, we have had magicians, singers, tap dancers.
I'm a glockenspielist. I played glockenspiel in middle school band.
I would love that.
There's a big demand.
I would love that. And honestly, we've never had that. So I mean, that's my favorite thing. It's great. It's great because we air it, leading up to Christmas, and it's live streamed. So everything's taped, but I kind of push it out live. So that's something that kind of can touch everybody. It's not something local to Chicago that we do. So that's kind of our biggest thing now. The rest of the events are little, or just, some fundraising. And then Giving Tuesday obviously is huge for us. So if you tune in the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, that's a huge fundraising day for us. And we always have lots of surprises. My favorite thing is to surprise people with grants, and we do it in a situation like this where they think they're just getting interviewed to get money, and we end up giving them money. So tune into our Facebook Lives for those, for sure.
Yeah, companies are helping you give the grants to help these people. There's a lot of parts to this mission.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, I salute you, because what you're doing is amazing. And everybody, please, after the show, check out livelikeRue.org and see what you can do to help in any way, giving money, giving, volunteering, spreading the message, right, Sarah?
Yeah. Sharing our posts now. I'm sure with the algorithms with social media, if you simply like our post or just say this is awesome or share it, I appreciate that as much as $10, believe me, because that means so much to us that more eyes are seeing it.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life. Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content. Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life.